I'm Fawn Annan, President of ITWC Canada, and I'm inviting you to join me as I speak with the leaders of the technology scene over a game of darts. I'll be asking about their leadership style, the trends in technology they're watching, and what's keeping them up at night. It's over darts because I want to get straight to the point on the issues that matter. For the first episode, I had the pleasure of speaking with Jeff Volpe, President of the Americas for ViewSonic, a global provider of computing, consumer electronics, and communications solutions. Jeff is a sports fanatic and a wellness advocate. A Canadian by heritage, is a Hall of Famer at the University of Guelph, and enjoyed a CFL career with the Edmonton Eskimos, which ended due to injury. Football's loss was technology's win, as he launched a successful career that took him through leadership positions in Canada and ultimately landed him in Southern California, where he has spent the past 8 years overseeing ViewSonic's operations in the Americas. We began our conversation by choosing darts. I'm so excited to have you here, Jeff. Welcome to ITWC Canada.
It's great to be here, thank you.
And of course, this is our inaugural shoot, and I can't think of anyone better than to start this series off than yourself.
Honored to be here for the first one, for sure.
So we're going to start with choosing
choosing the darts.
Choosing the darts.
All right.
I was just wondering, are you a type A personality, and do you believe that that's the best type to be in order to lead an organization such as ViewSonic?
I am a type A personality, for sure. Do I think that's a prerequisite to being a great leader? I don't think so. I think it helps because you're competitive and you want to succeed, but I think there's a lot of leadership qualities that many different types have for passion and the whole idea of setting a course and giving people an excitement to achieve possibilities for brighter futures, and I think that's one of the things that I think is the most important part of leadership.
Well, do you think you can beat me at darts?
Well, I suppose that depends on what's on the line.
Let's try it.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
What would you say is your best bullseye shot in the new world?
I would say that right now our best bullseye that we've hit recently has been the ability for us to take the voice of our customer and drive a whole new product line in the interactive space, launching into education in a large way. This has been probably the premier step for ViewSonic to diversify its business, bring a lot of new revenue opportunity to our channel partners who are looking for ways to bring solutions. And this whole migration from a device-centric space to a solution space has been that whole that bullseye.
If I was to ask you, where can you see your fingerprints on the organization, what would you say?
I think that that's a good bullseye right there. Speaking of the opportunity that I have had to bring a sort of a culture of looking for possibilities. I like the idea of growing to the market. I like the idea of growing our market share. I like the ideas of those pieces, but I also really aspire to have my teams think about what the possibility could be. With technology changing so often, I think that one of the things that I'm bringing to my team is that sort of that possible is within our grasp.
As we both know, leadership is incredibly important. It affects our lives, it impacts the world. What do you feel are the attributes you'd like to see for the next generation of leaders coming after us?
You have to have this agility, this sense to move and navigate through different changes in technology, different changes in the environment, different changes in the landscape of your employees. And all the while, you have to stay focused on the end game.
Ooh. Nice.
Looking for those triples.
And just talking about leadership, can you share with us the types of leaders who you find inspiration from?
I really like the idea of the following entrepreneurs who have built a successful business. Their ability to have vision, to see the future and their ability to not worry about stubbing their toes and their strength and ability to get back up on their feet and do things again. I think examples in a huge scope would be like Elon Musk. I think I think the obvious of his vision and his willingness to try and look for and stretch for something is an incredible inspiration to anybody. We don't all necessarily have the resource that he has, to say the least. So I would move my reality and mentorship to those that are running a solid entrepreneurial business that's innovative, that's following these trends. And I have several of those mentors that I like to follow in the Southern California area where I'm living now.
Oh, yes.
See what happens here.
Almost. What actually keeps you up at night? Besides all these wonderful things and people with so much energy trying to make it, what keeps you up at night?
What and how do we evolve 5 to 10 years from now? That's the real intellectual question that needs to be answered on an ongoing basis for us, and that's what keeps me awake right now. Is looking out that far and making sure that our course is navigable, for the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, it's very hard to look that far ahead when there's so much change all the time.
There is. Technology will always be changing.
Yes.
But the delivery mechanisms to solve problems and to bring efficiencies in using technology is really a critical point of what we're going to remain focused on, as much as we are going to be remain focused on delivering new technologies to the market.
So if that's your point, give me a bullseye.
All right, here we go. Almost. One last shot.
There you go. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks
so much for having me. It was really a pleasure.
Thank you.